Yo, welcome back to my channel. I haven't uploaded in a minute. I know I haven't. Um, I don't have an excuse for that. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all. I don't have an excuse. Um, I was being lazy. Anyway, so this will be part one to what if Naruto was like you can say like a ghoul. That's the title gonna be. What if Naruto was a ghoul slash like Kagune? I think that's how the fuck that says, man. Kaneki? Kaneki. There it is. Fucking Kaneki. So, but he's not going to, like, basically he's like the white-haired version of Kaneki, like when he first snapped. Like, when that dude was torturing him and shit. My bad, but if anybody haven't watched Tokyo. Yo, if you haven't watched Tokyo Ghoul, go watch it. Please go watch it. We got a whole conversation about it in the comments later. Just go watch Tokyo Ghoul. Well, yeah, fuck it. What if Naruto was a ghoul? Now, basically, how this is gonna go down is I'm gonna say there was a clan, a unique clan, a clan that didn't necessarily have a lot of people in it, because if it did, it would be over fucking powered. So, if you watch Tokyo Ghoul, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. So we're gonna say, there was an Otsutsuki member that had almost like the abilities that came down to Earth with Kaguya, and basically the same thing that she did, but instead of getting sealed away, they just went back to the Otsutsuki planet instead of being sealed, because they just said fuck it. Also, it is raining, so if y'all hear thunderstorms and shit, my dog start crying. He's afraid of the rain because he was left out when he was a baby. Poor little baby. But yeah, he don't like the rain, so he's in my room. Dude, if you drool a puddle on my floor, I'm kicking your ass out. You won't be sitting in the hallway. I'm sorry. Anyway, so how can I say it? So Naruto in this, right? Well, I didn't even finish explaining how. So basically, this is how this is gonna go down. You can be born in the clan. You can have like the resemblance of the clan and shit, like the white hair. I'm gonna say they're not born with white hair. Only the ones that can use what are they called? Kagunes? Only they are born with white hair and red eyes. Minato was born into the clan, but Minato didn't have that. Minato looked like how he was, so nobody questioned it. There was a lot of bad shit that happened in that clan for them to be hated as much as they did, and why Naruto is going to turn out the way that he is. So everything goes to canon, and when Naruto was born, Minato is generally really concerned for his child, whether it be because he's going to have the nine tails in him, or, you know, it's the fact that his hair is white and his eyes are red. So this time, we're going to say that Lord Third got there right before the Nine Tails impaled them, and he was able to delay it. But since Minato still had to do the Reaper Death Seal, and Kushina was already dying because of the Nine Tails, there was nothing that they really could do unless Minato decided to seal a part of the Nine Tails back inside of Kushina. But they said nah, fam. Well, Minato said nah. Minato looked toward Hiruzen and told Hiruzen to take care of his child. And Hiruzen didn't look at Naruto until after they were both dead. Well, Kushina took a little bit longer to die because she was dying slowly because she didn't get fucking impaled. So she was more or less, I can say, alive for a couple of more hours. Just enough to make sure that Naruto didn't have any side effects or anything like that. She just wanted to make him stop crying. Kind of like how a mother should, you know? Like, if a mother was dying and her baby was crying in front of her, the mom would try to do everything in her power to stop her baby from crying before she goes away. Yeah. That fucking sucks. I can't say that anymore. Um, yeah. So, yo, just thinking about that image just made me so fucking sad. Like, yo, tell me in the comments. I don't know if y'all might watch this or not, but like in the comments, tell me if that like just imagine that hit different, because this shit hit different for me. Um. Anyway, I was like a grown ass man right now. um. So fast forward to the beginning of the anime. Naruto. Now, everything goes to canon. But the only difference is that Naruto doesn't seek attention. Naruto doesn't even want attention. Like, he wants the furthest thing from it. He wants to seem like he's invisible. He wants to still be Hokage, but he wants to seem as if he's invisible, as if no one else can see him. Because he was, I'm going to say, because of his clan, like the clan that he was in, we call it the Ghoul clan or the Kagune clan, whatever y'all want to call it, because it's not existed anymore, because the fact that they fought themselves to death. Like, the only people that remained was Minato and his mother, and his mother didn't have a his mother could use her Kagune. So what happened to her was she dropped Minato off at the Hidden Leaf Village, and she went away. We don't know where she is. We just know she went away. And Namikaze picked him up, so that's why Minato's name is Namikaze. But they told Minato where he originally came from. They don't know if he like was a ghoul or anything like that, but they just know that he didn't come from here. And the only other people outside the village were at the time were a whole bunch of the ghoul members. So yeah. So basically, at the beginning of the anime, Naruto is walking to school. Now, when I say Naruto was being abused, he does have a healing factor. So they, like, people just said fuck it and literally beat on him. And then Ninetales is just watching this the entire time. Ninetales don't like Naruto, but Ninetales don't like the way that everybody's treating Naruto, just because he's a different clan than they are, or like a unique clan that was kind of fucking overpowered. And by like, Naruto tried so many attempts to make himself seem normal. Naruto tried transformation jutsus. Like, at this point in time, since Naruto wasn't doing trouble, like making trouble, he was too focused on like studying and all the other shit. So Naruto is a prodigy, but at the same time, he doesn't want that type of attention. Like how Sasuke gets, he doesn't want that. He wants to be excluded from everything. The very opposite of what he was in canon. So, Naruto, as he's walking to school, there's a couple of jonin, like Aruka. Aruka feels bad for Naruto, because I'm gonna say Aruka was there, like Aruka appeared with Hiruzen, so he knows what Naruto had, like he knows the burden that Naruto carries. Well, everybody does, but he knows like Naruto had no family, like at all. Like I had a family growing up, but Naruto had nothing, and the only thing that he gets is abuse. So, yeah. So, we're gonna like a low-ranking Jonin throws a kunai at Naruto, but it gets blocked by Aruka, like deflected with another kunai, and then Aruka was like, it's not nice to throw kunai at little children, and the Jonin was like, who cares? He's just gonna heal from it anyway. And when I mean Naruto was getting abused, not in the level that Kanagi was getting abused, but he was constantly getting like shit thrown at him. He was always getting stabbed, shit like that. Like people would literally walk like if they were drunk enough. That's where most like Naruto's healing factor came from. They would come from a bar to his house and then just beat the shit out of him and then just leave. And Naruto just got to the point where that was just the natural shit to him. And Laura Third has put people sitting outside Naruto's house, but it doesn't never really work because when they like the people that he put outside the house didn't like Naruto either, so they just let him in. And Naruto just told Hiruzen, like, it doesn't matter. You could just take them from in front of my house because they're not doing anything. You're going to pay them for sitting outside of a person's house that they don't even like. Anyway, so, like, Naruto gets into the school. And he sits down. And everybody within, like, a decent rating, even Hinata's afraid of Naruto. That's how devious the clan that he was in is. Well, the clan that he's a part of is. Or, you know, came from is. So, yeah. And the only reason why everybody's afraid of him is because the clan that he came from, they don't have chakra. They're like, their abilities is based off pure fucking strength. Kind of like how it is in Tokyo Ghoul. So, yeah. Like, they don't use chakra. Naruto, the thing that scares them is the fact that Naruto isn't a full thing because he has one eye, kind of like Kanagi does. One of his eyes are red and the other one's like blue. So Naruto can use chakra and he has those abilities. So everyone's fucking terrified. But the reason why Hinata doesn't like Naruto or is scared of Naruto is because he still did save her from the bullies, but he did it in a unique way. So basically what he did was when she was getting bullied, Naruto appears. And at the time she knew nothing of Naruto. But what Naruto did was instead of like, cause Naruto did no self-control at this time. There's a reason why this clan almost killed themselves into extinction, or that's what everybody else thinks. It's because when they're first born, and like before they get like to their teen and adult years, they have to learn self-control, or they're just gonna lose all control and become like these weird fighting machines. At the time, Naruto didn't know self-control until after, you know, Hinata. He didn't start trying to learn self-control until after Hinata. So basically what he did was instead of like just like pushing them away or anything like that, he fought them and almost killed them, all three of them, by accident. So Hinata was grateful, but she was also scared. And once Hinata found out what Naruto was, she kind of felt bad for him. Like I said before, she doesn't hate Naruto, she's just scared of what he can do, so she stays away from him. Kind of like how most of the people are, but most of the people hate Naruto. So, Sasuke, Sakura, you know, they all walk in. And Sasuke knows of Naruto, like, knows how Naruto is. And he thinks, like, maybe if I sit next to him, people won't be tempted to sit next to me. And so basically what he did was he walked up to Naruto and was like, you mind if I sit here? And Naruto just looks at him. Just looks away. And Sasuke was like, you know, you're pretty quiet. And Naruto was like, okay, what of it? And Sasuke's like, I don't know. You seem pretty cool. So be cool. So, oh shit, I didn't do that in a minute. Naruto, basic, like, not everybody's question, like, Sakura wants to sit next to Sasuke, But Sasuke told Naruto what was going on, and Naruto told Sasuke to sit near the window and he'll sit outside. That way nobody really wants to come over here to begin with. So the only other person Naruto's cool with is Sasuke. Or they have a mutual friendship. So then, the school day ends, and what happens is the fact, like, when Naruto's walking home, Sasuke walks home by himself because he, like, yeah, he doesn't necessarily want Naruto to, know where he lives. So, Naruto's walking home, he kind of hears, somebody in the bushes, so he stops. Well, he keeps walking, and when they, like, when the person looks away, like Naruto, and looks back, Naruto's behind them. And he's like, didn't I save you not too long ago? And Hinata kind of, like, freaks the fuck out. And she's not, like, she's scared. She's really scared. Because Naruto didn't show this level of speed when he saved her. So, she's pretty fucking scared. And she's like, yeah, you did. And all she wanted to say was thanks, and then she ran off. Like, she's like, I just wanted to say thanks. And before Naruto could say anything, she ran off. And Naruto just looks as she's running. She stops and she turns around, and Naruto just is looking at her. And then he just starts walking home again. So then Hinata gets interested in why he didn't show any reactions. Because she showed, the last time that happened, he had a reaction of, why does no one want to, like, be my friend or anything like that. But this time there was no reaction at all. There was just silence and then him keep walking. So she followed him. And Naruto does still know that she's following him. But he doesn't want to, yeah. So as Naruto's walking home, and Hinata's, like, there, and the dude that walks Hinata home is still looking for Hinata. So, as Naruto's walking home, and Hinata's, like, looking, she sees, like, these Jonin and stuff, like, grouping up almost, like, right beside Naruto, walking with him. And when Naruto turns this corner to, like, where there's barely any people, there's, like, a whole bunch of noise. And when Hinata goes and hits the corner, Naruto's, like, getting kunai and shit thrown at him. And they're just sitting in it, like, just sitting on them. And what she does is she jumps in front, like, almost, because Naruto was still walking. So she runs and faces the Jonin and will tell them, like, to stop. And they were basically telling her to get out of the way. But then one of the Jonin got smart and was like, wait a minute, that's the princess of the Hyuga clan. Like, that's Hinata. So, I don't think... And then, like, one of the Jonin just, like, pushed her out the way. And Naruto still has that, don't fucking touch my friends. Like, he doesn't think of her as a friend, but he thinks of her as someone that, he can almost might become friends with in the future. So basically, like, there was a specific Anbu member. I'm gonna say, like, let me just say this out. So there was a specific Anbu member that spectates Naruto's journeys, like Naruto throughout the village, because that Anbu member was specifically tasked by Kushina before she died to always look after Naruto, no matter what Hiruzen says. Because I'm gonna say that was one of the Anbu members that was directly under Minato, and Minato told that Anbu member to stay, like, to listen to Kushina. Don't do anything that could do everything that Kushina tells you to do, and Kushina told him to do the same thing. The only difference is that Naruto doesn't know who it is. But when he's getting followed. So, the album member, instead of like, he was gonna jump down, but before he could, Naruto like just turns around and grabs her. Like before she even hit the floor, he grabs her with his Kagune. And he was like, I thought she told y'all to stop and you pushed her. Why? And they're kind of getting scared now because like they never seen Naruto's Kagune, but they know for a fact that it's not something like, going based off what the clan is, it's not something to be taken lightly. So Naruto puts her down and puts his Kagune, like retracts his Kagune back into his body, and he was like, "Don't worry, I won't use it. I don't need it to defeat you all." And Naruto, because these are all low-ranking Jonin, they're not high-ranking they're not high-ranking Jonin. They're low-ranking, really low-ranking Jonin. So Naruto basically, like, he doesn't beat them up because he knows self-control now. He doesn't beat them up nearly to death. He just beats them up more, like, he beats them to let them know, basically, like, you can't just be going around hitting on people. He knocks them out, basically. He just knocks them out. And he goes and see if Hinata's okay. And Hinata doesn't know how to react. Because, like, the last time Naruto fought somebody in front of her, he damn near killed them. And this time it was just, typical ninja shit. So she's pretty, like, she's not scared, but she's concerned. That's what it is. She's concerned. And basically what happens is when she, like, she gets up. And when she gets up, she looks at him. And then, like, the dude that walks her home hits the corner and sees the Jonin laying on the floor, and sees Naruto and sees Hinata. And he runs over and pushes Naruto out the way and grabs Hinata and was like, I don't know what he tried to do to you, but he won't get away with this. We'll tell Lord Third. And Naruto looks, like, before dude hit the corner, Naruto had like this weird, like this almost happy expression on his face. And after that, he went back to his original, just blank face. So Hinata notices this, and before she can say anything, Naruto just turns around and starts walking home again. And when Hinata gets back to the Hyuga compound, her dad is pretty livid because, like, he thought something. Hinata had a bruise on her from the dude pushing her. And the Abu member that was watching Naruto appeared and told her dad that Naruto protected her when she was trying to protect him. And he just disappeared. And he was still pretty mad, so he still went to Lord Third and twisted the truth, saying that Naruto beat up a whole bunch of Jonin and saying that he beat up a bunch of Jonin and tried to hurt Hinata. So word travels fast, because and it doesn't help that he's also the nine-tailed Jinchuriki. So Naruto is just sitting at home, and he hears people outside his door. So he stands up. And before I even begin this other part, so I don't remember the little girl's name, but if you watch Tokyo Ghoul, hopefully you know exactly what I'm talking about. So her mom and her dad was like this weird doctor dude. He made the pliers that the dude used to tear off Kanagi's fingers and toes. But he died. In that one hunter, the dude that hunts down the Queen K carriers, the dude, he had both her mother and her father, and she had both her mother and her father's Kagunes. That's what I'm giving Naruto. Hopefully y'all know her name, because I don't remember her name at all. I just remember that was like she had defensive and offensive like Kagunes. I thought that shit was pretty overpowered. So that's what I'm giving Naruto. So Naruto has Rize's Kagune and the other Kagune. So Naruto basically like he gets ready to defend himself almost. Then he gets like this major headache. And this is where everything, cuz Naruto, this is where everything starts going kind of bad but good for Naruto in a sense. So when Naruto gets his headache, he passes out. And the honorable member that's spectating Naruto senses this, and he goes, he appears in front of Naruto's door, and he breaks down the door and he grabs Naruto. Well, she grabs Naruto. And what she does is, she takes Naruto. Oh, wait, here's some fucking lore. So, they never found Kushina's body. They were going to bury Kushina with Minato, but when they took Naruto back to the village and they got attacked, and when they got attacked, they got attacked by some weird cloaked people, and Hiruzen already had Naruto secured in a way. So yeah, but they got attacked and Kushina's body just disappeared. Now, if y'all know Tokyo Ghoul, y'all know where this is going. If y'all don't, go watch it, then come back. The Anbu member, opens the door and was she grabs him and she leaps. She got, the people see her with Naruto and they are all getting rowdy, yeah, finally. And then she just disappears. And they're where'd she go? And Hinata and Sasuke were in the crowd. Because, she was more or less worried about not Sasuke. She was more or less worried about Naruto, and Sasuke just wanted to see how Naruto was going to react, because he never seen Naruto fight. The only thing that he heard was Naruto took down some low-ranking Jonin. So, Naruto wakes up. It's been a couple of weeks. And Naruto feels not different, but not weird. He feels weird, almost. But the Anbu member never took off the mask, and never really gave him any clear depictions of who or what they were. So, yeah, because they always had their hair covered, their eyes covered, everything. And when when the person felt that Naruto was okay, she told Naruto to leave. And Naruto went back to the Leaf Village just in the nick of time for the graduation exam. And Naruto transformed, everything, he passed. But now he's wondering who the is that person? Why do I know who that person is? So the teams get called. It's, everything goes to canon in that aspect too. So Sasuke was yo, Naruto, we on our same team, fam. And Sakura was I have to be on the team with Sasuke. She was happy when she heard Sasuke's name. And then she kind of got scared hearing Naruto's name. Because, well, it's Naruto. So, she was I have to be on the team with him. And she's scared. She's all terrified. She looks like she's staring the devil. She looks like she's staring the devil in the eyes. Let me stop. So, like they're waiting for their what's the name, and Sasuke's trying to get Naruto to like do something, show us like anything that you can do would be helpful. Because Sasuke knows of Naruto's clan and knows that he's one of the people that can use their Genkai, but Naruto doesn't, and he know he can. So Sasuke's just trying to figure out what the fuck he has. Because on rare occasions, you get the people that can fly. On the other occasions, you get the people. Yeah, and then they're like on the super rare occasions, you get the defensive and offensive people. So yeah, and Naruto doesn't want to show off anything because Naruto thinks of his power as almost like a burden. So Kakashi gets there, and he sees Naruto, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And oh, my back, that's gonna hurt later. He sees Team 7, and he tells him to go to the roof. And Naruto, like, he heads up there, and like basically he asks everybody what they're gonna do, and Naruto's like dream changes just a little bit. Well, it's something added onto it. He wants to become Hokage, and he also wants to find out who the masked person is. And Sasuke, not knowing what Naruto means, he still goes with his, and Sakura still goes with hers. With Sasuke. So, shit, I forgot. Kakashi tells him not to eat. And Naruto says that's not a problem. And Sasuke looks at him and was like, "What do you mean that's not a problem? He's telling you not to eat." And Naruto's like, "Yeah, I don't necessarily eat a lot anyway. I only eat like once every week or 2 weeks, depending on when I eat before those 2 weeks are over with." And Sasuke was like, "What the fuck? Like, dude, what?" And like Sasuke is more interested in Naruto than anything now. So when he they go home, and when they go and come back to like the when they go to the training grounds, like Sasuke had a food pill before he came, so he's hungry, but he's not hungry, like really bad hungry. So Naruto never really cared. Sakura didn't have any food to eat, so she's the hungriest out of all of them. What time is it? I want to know what time it is. Holy shit, I think I've been recording for way too long. Anyway, so Kakashi gets there, and like they're like Sakura's complaining that he took too long, and why we didn't have to eat. And Kakashi tells them like these 2 bells. If you don't get a bell by the end of the day, you fail and you'll go back to the academy. And Naruto points out that there's only 2 bells. And Kakashi was like, yeah, because those of you that don't get a bell will fail. And Naruto was like, I can't, find out who the girl, like who the person is, who the masked lady is, if I can't find out who the if I can't pass. So he gets like motivated, and when he says begin, like Kakashi says begin, and this is where I'm gonna be ending this part off. Hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all did, leave a like. You know, if y'all enjoy my content, please subscribe. Anyway. Also, I would like to apologize again for me just not uploading. Peace out.